Hello. Hello. You caught me by surprise a bit. I was just looking for something because I've lost my glasses and I'm really not sure what I've done with them. I can't remember where I put them, when I last had them or anything. Sorry, what's that? Pardon? What did you say? What? On my head? No, don't be silly. They can't be. Are they really on my head? There. I quite forgot what I'd done with them. Oh goodness, that's so much better. I can see you all now. Hello. Hello. So what do I need? Oh, I need my notes. I need my notes for sure, and my Bible. Oh, here we are. My list. That's what I need, my list. I like a nice list so that I can remember everything, you see. So on there I've written glasses, always a good start. Notes, Bible, here's my lovely Bible. There we are, there's that. Knotted hanky. Now, why do I need a knotted hanky, I hear you asking? Everybody needs a knotted hanky. Do you know why? Well, it's a really old-fashioned way of remembering something, you see, because, okay, say you needed to remember that when you got home from school, you'd got to feed the cat or the hamster or something. So in the morning, you get your handkerchief like that, you tie yourself a knot in it, like so. That's it, stuff it up your sleeve like that. So then later on, pull out your handkerchief to blow your nose and you go, oh, why have I got a knot in my hanky? And then you'll go, oh, I remember. It was so that I could remember to feed the cat. There you go. That's a knotted hanky. Just a little memory, a memory tool there. Okay, so what else? What else is on my list? Knotted hanky. Post-it notes. There we go. That's another good way of remembering things, isn't it? You can stick those all over the place. I've got, what else have I got here? I've got a jam jar with some coloured water in it, okay, and I've also got some oil and some washing up liquid, okay. So in case you haven't guessed, let's just pop those away. In case you haven't guessed yet, our theme for this session is remembrance. Now, November is a time for remembering, and I'm sure you've all learned something at school about wartime and how important it is to have a poppy. Like that. Did you have one of those? They were a bit harder to get hold of this year, I must admit. Did you also see the back page of this month's Yaxley Gazette? Because on the back they had that look, and the idea was that you could cut that out and stick it in your window. Did you do that? This is to show that you have remembered all of those brave soldiers, airmen and women, sailors, who fought in so many different wars for us to be free and safe. Now, walking around the village, I've seen lots of windows decorated with all sorts of poppies. Did you do some in your window? Excellent. And last Sunday we had a 2-minute silence, didn't we, for remembering. Did you manage to be still and quiet for 2 whole minutes? It's quite a long time, isn't it? So why do we have wars? Well, do you sometimes fall out with your brother or sister or mum and dad? Maybe because you don't agree with what they say and you get cross and shout and cry a bit and stamp your feet like that. Well then, scale that up to whole countries. And sometimes countries fall out over things too. And if it all goes badly wrong, they end up fighting and there's a war. And someone has to go and be the peacemaker. Now in the Bible, in the book of Matthew, chapter 5, it says, God blesses those people who make peace. They will be called his children. And in John's Gospel, chapter 15, it says, greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. Jesus too was a peacemaker. I tell you what, shall we do a couple of activities? First of all, I'd like us to make a bridge. So did you know that making peace between 2 groups is sometimes called building bridges? Because you need to bring those 2 sides together. by making some common ground between them so that this side can reach out to the other side. And that's called building bridges, making peace. So what I thought I'd try, I've got here, where is it? I've got some spaghetti, there we are, and I've got some marshmallows. So if this all goes wrong, we'll just eat the marshmallows, shall we? Let's so what I think you can do, let's see, let's take a bit of spaghetti and stick it in the marshmallow like that. Do you think that would work? Oh, that's it. So there we are, we're doing that, and then we could, let's break this spaghetti up a little bit, break it up like that, and then if we do that, that's the bit to go across. There we are, and then we can put another marshmallow. Hang on, I'll show you in a minute. Oh, it's a bit delicate, there we go. Right, so there we go, the bridge is coming along, isn't it? And then we'll need to put, yeah, so I'm sure you can get the idea, and I'm sure you'll be much better at it than me. So, but that's the general idea. So see if you can find in your kitchen some marshmallows and some spaghetti and build yourself a nice bridge, and then you can be the peacemaker, can't you? So there we are. Now my other activity has to do with that jar of coloured water that I showed you. Right, there we are. So, and the point of this activity is the fact that oil and water really don't mix. They don't like each other. They don't like each other. So this is a jar of water, and what I've done, I've popped a little bit of food colouring, red food colouring into. I'll get that off now. There we are. I've popped a bit of food colouring in just so that we can see it better. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the oil and I'm just going to pop a few drops of oil into the jar of water, and we'll see what happens. So there we go, let's do that. What do you think will happen? Yes, I don't know whether you're going to be able to see that very well. You probably, no, but without pouring water all over my camera, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. So, but what's happened is that the oil has made like big blobs on the top of the water because, like I said, oil and water just really don't like each other. So they're not mixing. They're not mixing. What do you think we could do? Any ideas? Now, if you were paying attention at the start, you'll remember that I'd got the washing up liquid. So if we just pop a few little drops of soap in there. Oh, that's made the oil go all funny. So what's happening is, again, I wish you could see this, but I don't think you'll be able to. So the oil is making the two things mix together, and I'm sure if we put the lid on, be careful that you do this properly, if we put the lid on and go ooh, like that, you'll see that they've all mixed up, so they've made friends again. Brilliant. There we go. There we go. We made peace. And Jesus said, live at peace with each other. That's in the Gospel of Mark. Let's try to remember that next time we have a falling out at home. See if you can be the peacemaker. So, back to remembering. What's the earliest thing that you can remember? Is it perhaps your first day at school or at nursery? How did you feel? Were you excited or maybe a little bit scared? Or maybe you can remember, oh, the day you got a dog, or a lovely holiday at the beach with sun and sand and ice cream and blue skies. Keep all those memories. The gift of memory is something which makes people very special because we can store up those happy memories and bring them out on a rainy day to cheer us up. It's an amazing gift from God. Sometimes we forget things as well, like me with my glasses and needing to write a list so that I know what to do. And post-it notes as well, that's another good way. So here we are. Do you remember the story of Noah in the Bible with his ark? God remembered Noah and his family. And just the same, he knows us all. He knows us all you and you and you by name. He does know us. And he knows everything about us as well. God gave us a beautiful rainbow as a reminder that he will never forget us. Here we go, I've got it in my... There we are. There we are, there's a picture of Noah and the rainbow. There we are. Oh, look, here's another thing that I've got. Look what a mess I've made of this piece of paper. It's got all inky and horrible and bleh, just nasty, isn't it? But God chooses to forget the mess that we sometimes make of our lives. He'll forget the times when we mess up and go all horrid like that, or when we do naughty things. He forgives us, and this is why he went to the cross, to save us and forgive us and give us a fresh start, so that all our nasty, blotty, horrible mess is gone. He'll put us back together again, just like a messed up jigsaw puzzle. Shall we finish with a prayer? It does have some hand actions that you can join in with, so once you've got the hang of them, you could perhaps replay it and do it again. So, Lord, Lord, lead me in my life. Lead me from lies to truth, from despair to hope, new hope on the horizon, from fear to trust, and from hate to love, from war to peace. See if you can make a dove like that. There's my dove of peace. Let peace fill our heart, fill our world, and fill our universe. All together now. Amen. Thank you for tuning in. It's been lovely to see you all again. Stay safe now.